What if I told you that something as simple and natural as ejaculating more often might actually help protect your prostate and lower your risk of cancer? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, the science might surprise you. Hey everyone, welcome back to Heal Naturally, your trusted space for understanding men's health, from hormones and energy to prostate and performance, all explained clearly, calmly, and naturally. If you care about keeping your body strong and your mind balanced, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Today, we're diving into a question that gets a lot of attention and a few raised eyebrows. Can ejaculating more often actually lower your risk of prostate cancer? Let's take a deeper look and see what science really says, understanding the prostate, and why this question even matters. The prostate is one of those organs most men don't think much about until it starts causing trouble. It's a small, walnut-sized gland sitting just below your bladder, and its main job is to produce the fluid that carries and nourishes your sperm during ejaculation. Now, here's the key point. That fluid doesn't just appear and disappear, it builds up in the prostate between ejaculations. So naturally, researchers started wondering, if that fluid stays in there too long, could it cause problems over time? That question led to what's known as the prostate stagnation hypothesis. It's a simple idea. When semen and its chemical components build up for too long, certain compounds might become irritating or even harmful to prostate cells. Over years or decades, that buildup could contribute to inflammation. And inflammation is something we know is linked to cancer risk. So in plain language, the idea is keeping things moving might keep your prostate healthier. But that's not the only possible reason scientists think ejaculation could help. Frequent ejaculation can also help regulate hormones, especially testosterone and a group of compounds called dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. When those are out of balance, the prostate can grow abnormally. Ejaculating may help the gland flush out or reset those hormonal signals naturally. And one more interesting angle, stress. When men are stressed, the body produces more cortisol and adrenaline, which over time can affect immune function and inflammation. Ejaculation and orgasm are known to reduce stress hormones and release endorphins, the body's natural relaxants. So, indirectly, that stress relief might also support a healthier prostate environment. Put all these ideas together: physical clearance, hormonal balance, and stress reduction. And it starts to make sense why scientists wanted to explore whether ejaculation frequency could actually protect against prostate cancer. But of course, ideas are one thing. What does actual research say? That's where things get interesting. So let's look at the research that sparked this entire discussion. Back in the early 1990s, scientists from Harvard School of Public Health started a massive long-term study, one that followed more than 40,000 men for nearly 2 decades, all the way up to 2010. That's a huge number of participants, and what made this study so valuable is its duration. Prostate cancer is a slow-growing disease. It can take 10, 15, or even 20 years to develop. So, to see if ejaculation habits had any real effect, the researchers needed that long-term view. Now, here's what they did. Each participant was asked to report how often they ejaculated per month during 3 different stages of their adult life: between ages 20 to 29, between ages 40 to 49, and their current habits at the time of the survey. They were also asked about a bunch of other factors, things like exercise, diet, smoking, alcohol, stress, even whether they ate processed meats or tomato-based foods. Why? Because these can all influence prostate health. The goal was to isolate ejaculation frequency as one variable among many. So, what did they find? When they compared men who ejaculated 21 times or more per month to those who did so only 4 to 7 times, the results were striking. The more frequent group had about a 20% lower risk of developing low-grade prostate cancer. Now, to be clear, that doesn't mean it prevented all prostate cancers, or the more aggressive types that spread, but it did show a clear link between frequent ejaculation and lower risk of the milder, early-stage forms of prostate cancer. It's important to highlight something else the study revealed. Most men naturally ejaculate less as they get older. When they looked at men in their 20s, about 57% said they ejaculated 13 or more times a month. By their 40s, that dropped to just 32%. That's a normal biological change, but it also means lifestyle and intimacy patterns play a role as we age. So does this mean men should be prescribed to ejaculate 21 times a month? Not exactly. Correlation isn't causation, meaning the study shows a link, but not proof that one causes the other. Think about it. The men who ejaculated more often might also have had healthier lifestyles overall. They might have been more active, had more consistent relationships, or simply felt better physically. So while ejaculation could be a sign of better overall health, it might not be the single reason behind it. Still, the takeaway is hard to ignore. Regular ejaculation is natural, healthy, and possibly protective. And for men who've been told that saving it is somehow better, this study suggests that's probably not true. So where does this leave us in practical, real-world terms? How often should you be ejaculating for optimal prostate and hormonal health? Let's explore that next and talk about what's actually realistic and healthy for most men. Now that we understand the science, the big question is, what should men actually do with this information? Do you really need to keep count or aim for some magic number of 21 ejaculations a month? Not necessarily. Here's the truth. There's no single number that fits every man. Your age, energy, relationship, and overall health all play a role in what's natural for you. What matters most is consistency and balance, not a quota. Let's break this down into a few key principles you can actually use. 1. Ejaculation is a normal body function, not something to fear or force. Many men grow up with mixed messages around sex and masturbation. Some think it drains your energy or weakens you. But studies like the one we discussed show that, in moderation, ejaculation is simply your body's natural way of keeping the prostate active and healthy. It's not something you waste, it's something your body does to maintain balance. So whether it happens through intimacy or masturbation, it's okay. It's part of being human. If you're already sexually active or you masturbate regularly, you're probably already doing enough to keep your prostate healthy without realizing it. 2. Healthy frequency follows healthy living. It's important to understand that ejaculation is often a reflection of your overall health, not the cause of it. When you exercise regularly, eat clean, sleep well, and manage stress, your body naturally maintains better sexual health and stronger hormonal balance. Men who are fit and emotionally balanced usually have more regular libido and stronger erections, which means more natural ejaculations without forcing anything. So instead of thinking, I have to do it 20 times a month, think, how can I improve my daily habits so my body functions naturally? Focus on the basics. Stay physically active. Get enough sleep. Reduce alcohol and smoking. Eat more vegetables, zinc-rich foods, and healthy fats. Keep your stress low and your relationships emotionally connected. When your body feels good, everything, from testosterone levels to prostate health, begins to improve naturally. 3. Balance is the key. On the other hand, if ejaculation starts feeling like an obligation, or it's driven by stress, boredom, or compulsion, that's a sign to slow down. Excessive or compulsive sexual behavior can drain your mental energy, affect relationships, and even make you feel fatigued. So, like all things in health, the goal isn't more, it's balance. If you're going through a period of low libido, stress, or performance issues, don't panic. That's normal too. It could be a temporary hormonal dip, lack of rest, or simply emotional fatigue. The goal of healing naturally isn't to chase numbers. It's to listen to your body, support it with healthy habits, and let things rebalance on their own. If you're ejaculating regularly, whether a few times a week or several times a month, you're likely keeping your prostate healthy. If it happens more often, that's perfectly fine too. What matters is that you feel good, stay active, and keep your hormones balanced through natural living. In the end, ejaculation isn't just about sexual pleasure, it's part of your body's rhythm of renewal. And when you respect that rhythm, your prostate, your mind, and your energy all benefit together. So the next time you see a headline claiming more ejaculation means less cancer, remember, it's not a gimmick. It's part of a larger picture of how a healthy, active body keeps itself balanced. If you found this video helpful, take a moment to give it a like and share it with a friend who might need this perspective. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Heal Naturally for more science-backed, judgment-free discussions about men's health, energy, hormones, and well-being. Take care of your body because you're worth it.